Hey guys, it's the Fact Freak and welcome back to another call. Now, very heavily featured in this call is obviously Way Too Feisty For You or Way Too Slug For You, and Maz, Way Too For You's partner, who, as we know, said these horrible things about Feisty's children. Now, this call takes place after these messages were put online, and Feisty said at the time that she'd wiped her hands of Maz, wanted nothing to do with her, thrown her out the house. She was gone, forgotten about. Now, we all knew that was rubbish, and you don't get more conclusive proof than them admitting it on the phone, or them sitting side by side on the slug throne of a bed, passing the phone between each other while they try and gaslight and manipulate the person on the call. This was a truly shocking reaction for me because it really just showed the level of gaslighting and fear-mongering that these two are capable of. And this is a warning, guys. This is a real, true warning. These people are dangerous. These people are dangerous. Right, guys, before we get into the reaction, I just want to drop in this quick message. Now, there were a lot of businesses that were affected by Way Too Feisty For You as they worked with her previously, and obviously since everything's come out, it has affected their business. It's either had false reports from her or other such things. So I just want to speak about one of those businesses today. This is Raindrops and Roses. Now, she sells a lot of different things to do with obviously wax melts and various things like that, mystery boxes. But one thing I just want to point out is look at all of those 5-star reviews. Look at them all. I mean, we just honestly keep hitting show more. Going back months, maybe even years. And honestly, guys, really reasonable prices. I mean, look, you've got stuff there reduced to £1. You've got, I mean, £5.50 for that lovely set there. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is, she's obviously on TikTok as well under Raindrops and Roses store, but I'm going to leave a link for her website in the description of this video below. Please check her out, guys. Peace.
I was trying to convince people I was that fucking blonde-haired woman, and I'm sat there fucking trolling Feisty and making her go out of her fucking head.
Right, well, if I was that person, right, then why would I have Mummy Belton, for starters, trying to look up the IP address, getting people on it? Why would I do all that? Why would I troll my fucking self?
Bingo. But also, have you not noticed that Sam's always a fucking victim and she's just pushed it on?
You got to remember, like, Maz is trying to turn it on Sam, what Maz said about doing things to a child. Like, how does that make sense? You said these things in messages that Sam decided, well, you know what? Boom, everyone should know what you like. I don't get it.
To everybody else. And now, do you not think it's funny how since she came back, after the first time she fucking legged it, that there's been nothing but drama, and there's been nothing but trolls, nothing but shite, nothing but this, nothing but that.
Right, I've only ever spoken to Sam on the telephone twice. Once
It's just classic, you see. Maz and Feisty both use other people against each other, and I feel like this phone call is just damage control, where they are trying to cling on to a moderator, Michelle, who we can hear speaking, and try and make her sort of side with them and believe their crap, but also trying to isolate Michelle from finding out herself what's gone on from other people. I mean, I haven't heard it yet, but this is what I'm told is their way of dealing with this stuff. They separate people out.
after that TikTok gone wrong shit, and I can, I've got every single message that's ever been sent between me and her. I can fucking show whoever wants to see other night I rang her again.
Oh, God.
But I have never spoke to facts, and I tell you what I'm going to do now, right?
At this time, no, she had not. Michelle had never spoken to me. I had no reason to speak to her. I understand she probably had reason to speak to me because of the shit that was said. But yeah.
I'm going to fucking ring Tam now, and I'm going to tell Tam, give fucking TheFactFreak my fucking phone number, right? Because I want to hear it from his mouth that I've never directly fucking even spoke to that bloke in any way. So how am I feeding information to fucking TheFactFreak when I've never even directly spoke to him? I've never had any interaction with him.
All I'm going to say is I really wouldn't be contacting Tam right now.
And why is that? In this situation, why, Maz, do you not want Michelle to contact Tam? This is what I'm talking about, separation. Let's see what they say.
She's having a really fucking shit time. She disappeared yesterday.
Right, well, according to everyone else, what me and Tam are like fucking bezies and whatnot, are we?
I'm sorry. You are?
According to everyone, Sam or whatever, what me and fucking Tam are like fucking bezies, are we?
Yeah.
So they're saying Sam said this, Sam said that, Sam said the other, but then they're trying to give Michelle reasons and BS not to contact the people involved to find out the truth for herself. Take what we're saying as gospel. This is classic gaslighting and manipulation.
And Leslie,
I can't. You've gone quiet. Sorry.
Not so much for me. Just
And there's Aisha Auckland. We're too feisty for you speaking. So remember when Maz said these horrible messages, when these got dropped, Feisty said she'd wash her hands with Maz, but here they are on a phone call. Here they are on a phone call trying to deflect the situation and manipulate. So when she says, oh, I got rid of her, I don't want anything to do with her. Well, this phone call tells a different story, doesn't it? The phone call was on the 16th of June at 20:38. So you're well aware of what was going on, honestly. I'm not at this point, I'm not even surprised to find her caught in a lie again.
I've only ever been told not to go to Michelle. To be careful about going to Michelle's by Jem the day that I was going to Michelle. But Sam has like, oh, you want to be careful who you talk to. Or you could go, you could Michelle, whatever, you could Michelle. But she's not batting on and on and on with me.
I don't get none of it. I'm fucking livid, and
I don't think any of us get any of it. The stories are not adding up, you see.
Tell you what, I'm going to phone around every cunt until I find answers, and I'm not even joking, because I'm not having my fucking name dragged through the mud when I've done fuck all but support everyone around me.
Michelle, it's really not. I can tell you now, after the losses that I've had of running round, going after people who said shit about me, it's really not fucking worth it, Michelle.
Right, well, I need to do it for me, because I'm fucking done with
me.
Here comes We're Too Feisty.
None of it's online. None of it's online. Right?
None of it's a lie. None of it. And the award goes to, like, honestly, this is just manipulation 101. Now she's going to start with the waterworks and
Too much quicker than I can do, remember?
I can't hear you properly.
I like that. She put her award-winning performance on, and then Michelle was like, sorry, I didn't hear you. Jesus Christ. It's embarrassing.
I didn't hear a word of that.
She just said that she just can't deal with any more shit right now.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. So is that because you guys know what you're going to say, what message you're going to get across before you made this call? Feisty said, everything's true. She didn't say that, Maz. This is you now saying that, but yeah.
Because this is going to keep blowing up and blowing up and blowing up until somebody ends up.
Till you disappear, the pair of you.
So what, I'm meant to sit there and let everyone else defend, everyone else can defend themselves, but I'm meant to sit there and keep my mouth shut?
Monster. Keeping the fact freak reacting. It really looked like an advertisement. I had to.
I've not been able to defend myself to anyone. The amount of shit that I've had off random people.
How does she defend this?
It's not online. I don't want to be in any online trauma. She's already bringing stuff. I've already left her my daughter that takes video about being down.
I can't hear what she's saying.
I mean, what a performance.
I can't deal with any more.
Can't deal with any more, so I'll keep making videos and making accusations about people. Shut up, man.
I can't deal with any. The only thing is, Michelle, if you go at her, she's just going to keep going. And
it's really weird because Maz and Feisty are a couple, right? So apparently your partner is breaking down next to you, and you're like, well, apparently, Michelle, you're not like consoling your partner. You're not like, this is too much. We're going to have to come off the phone. We'll bring you back. Just give us a second, or any sort of thing. It's like some sort of double act, some double team at manipulation.
Going. She knows everything.
If I go at who?
She knows everything. Everything.
If I go at who?
Sam.
What has me go asking Sam shit, why she's fucking saying shit about me, got to do with anyone else?
Because then she's just going to keep going and posting shit online. It won't be about you. It'll be about us.
There you have it. So they're not bothered about Michelle, this friend who's on the phone to them. What they're bothered about is stuff like this coming out around about them. They're not bothered at all. That literally, wow. Like, honestly, it blows my mind how stupid these people are.
And it'll keep going because this is what happened last time. Yeah, she's literally turned into him now. She's doing what he wants to do. She is scared of him. So now she's the one being the...
Oh, here we go. Here's the gaslighting. This is what Feisty and Maz have used about me the whole time. That the reason that Sam released these messages and recorded the call was because she was scared of me. I'm just going to put it out there that if Sam released these messages and recorded the phone call because she was scared of me, it wouldn't take away from what the messages say and what was said on the phone call. I mean, obviously it's not the case, but like I say, it wouldn't matter if that actually was the case because it wouldn't take away from what was actually said. So it's completely redundant. And if you didn't say things like that, I would have nothing to expose and put out there. This is insane. Like, also, if anybody can point me in a direction where I've done a video about a moderator or a friend of Feisty or a friend of Maz and had a go at them, if anybody could point me in the direction of any video where I've gone for a moderator or anything like that, I can point you at videos where we've proved that Feisty set up troll accounts to make it look like me and things like that. So all of these threats, he's going to do a video about you on YouTube, all this sort of stuff, all these threats really have no weight to them at all because it's never even happened before, ever. Gaslighting, gaslighting, gaslighting.
Mouthpiece. Literally, there's nowhere on the internet, anywhere, of what she said about you? Nothing. And if you go at her, she's not going to come after you. She's going to come after us. Yeah, he's been told he can't post anything, so she's posting it all now, and then he's reacting to it. That's how he's getting round it.
It's another great understanding of the law by Sarah Marin and Aisha Auckland. I have never been told by the police or any fucking authority not to post videos about you two cretins. Hence, my YouTube channel has, what, like 3 videos, including this one, I think. No, it's probably got more than that. It just doesn't happen. And also, it would be indirect or direct harassment. So if Sam posted a video and I reacted to it, which I did, that would still be indirect harassment. So honestly, like, I don't know where they get their information from, because it's so wrong. It's unbelievable. Like, I must not be able to do this right now, obviously.
And he doesn't stop, because this is why we told people to not fight our fight for us in the beginning, because he'll literally keep going on. So people better all.
But I haven't had a go at any other people. I've had a go at you two for the things that you two have said and done. I don't understand how people can say shit that just clearly isn't factual, clearly hasn't happened, and expect people to believe it. And quite worryingly, some people do.
Gem and M has accused me of being the snake, yeah? Because that's what Sam's told her, right? But not once has fucking Gem and M come to me. Instead, she's just ignored me.
Because they've probably been given a fucking story why they shouldn't contact you. It's clear, honestly.
And I'm sorry, but telling me, oh, she's ill, she's this, she's that. I'm sorry, but that don't wash. When she was phoning me, FaceTiming me, when she was drugged up high off, like an hour after she come out of her operation, she was on the phone to me constant. Then all of a sudden, I'm being ignored and blanked. So obviously, I'm not fucking stupid.
I never said you were stupid.
Well, everyone's telling me that, oh, Gem and M's just ill, blah, blah, blah. Then when that's obviously bullshit now, isn't it?
You have to have emergency food.
Oh, sounds like Feisty's tears have subsided.
Yesterday, I've only spoke to her yesterday in messages, today in messages. The day I went to your house, I texted, she rang us, and then I texted her the day after saying, when I was there, saying, I told you Michelle was a real G.
That's gotta be the saddest fucking thing I've ever heard. Did Feisty just say, and I said, I told her Michelle's a real G. We're going to be out on the street. What the fuck are you talking about? That's gonna be the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Right, hold on. I'll tell you the last time Gem and M fucking spoke to me, shall I? So,
these people are all supposed to be friends. And it's just Maz and Feisty who are causing, like, they can't speak to this person because this person's horrible, this person's a snake, this person's this.
Having an emergency operation.
She's in hospital,
right.
And she's literally trying to discharge herself, and they've told her she can't fucking leave.
Right, okay.
Maz seems to know everything about everybody, but actually knows fuck all.
Well, the 9th of June was the last time I spoke to her. It's now the 16th of June, yeah? But she's not been that poorly.
There's a confirmation of the date after these messages.
That she can't post TikToks, etc., but she's been that poorly. Oh no, that's the way of it though, isn't it?
Getting out the car for a quick jog? What the fuck is going on here? Bear with this because...
Well, I spoke to Jodie the other day.
And if the audio gets weird, I'll cut and then I'll change it and we'll come back in. Somebody's home.
He's a dangerous psychopath.
Somebody's a dangerous psychopath.
The best response, Michelle.
It's
Please don't do it.
I assume that Feisty is advising the best response is no response there. And once again, Maz has already set out exactly why they don't want Michelle to do any response or follow up with anybody. It's because they're worried about what will be posted about them. They think that these messages, at this point, they can just sweep them under the rug. Like, what the actual hell? Remember, Feisty is still with Maz at this point, defending each other after she knows about all of this.
Can't deal with it, man.
Well, Geminem can go fuck herself if that's what she wants to think of me, and then not bother even messaging
Reality is, I don't know what the crack is, but I bet this person doesn't even have an issue with Michelle. It's just been stirred up by these two.
me.
No. The conversation the night before, right? It's easier to say it on the phone. The conversation the night before was Was it the night before the day of? I can't remember. Feist, you need to be really careful. Sam's saying that Michelle's a snake. Do you really know her? Do you trust her? I'm worried for you. Like, I'm worried. And if Sam was saying it...
They're all in a state of paranoia. And that's what they all are. Like, they're all worried about what's going to come out. Or at least that's what Feisty and Maz are worried about, as they've already stated. That they've got everybody in such a state of paranoia and worry. Like, it's insane.
To you, and you were close.
You can't leak anything. There's nothing to be leaked. You know, if these messages, for example, were just Maz talking so nicely about the children, there would be nothing to be like, boom, look at this, be worried. You know what I mean?
I'm sure you would have phoned me up and said the same thing if I was going to Jem's house. Feist, do you really know her? Are you okay?
Yeah, but at the same time, Geminem was telling me to come and visit her after her operation. Then what? All of a sudden, she just blanks me. So.
She hasn't had a phone for a week. She hasn't.
Isn't that? Oh shit! I've just put two and two together. I think the group chat where Maz was saying this horrible shit did have Gem in. I think so. I might not be sure. So obviously she's seen these messages and has fucking done one. And that's why. And they don't want Michelle to know that is the reason. Shit. I think I'm right there.
Right, and I'll say it again.
I'm sure I'll get told in the comments.
The last time I spoke to her was the 27th of May. And that was only because I tried to phone her and she said, I'll call you tomorrow. So I'm sorry, but she's posted TikToks in that time. She spoke to everyone else in that time, but what, she can't take 2 seconds to send me a text and tell her what a fucking problem is. So that's not washing well.
Michelle,
I'm really not fit, Feist.
Michelle, I'm not trying to play you.
How many times? Why, when somebody confronts this woman with facts, which Michelle's like, I've listened to your bullshit for 10 minutes now, it doesn't wash, doesn't make fucking sense, I'm not trying to play you. Yeah, you fucking are. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. You're trying to play everybody you come into contact with. Don't worry, guys. Michelle's a real G. I mean, what the fuck was that?
Do you think I'm trying to play you? Do you think I've got enough on without trying to fuck off someone who I thought was a friend? Like,
yes, I think your whole life is fucking with people, messing with people, getting into other people's shit, when quite frankly, you should be concentrating on you and your own.
I can't play anyone. I haven't got the mental capacity.
I mean, I agree with that. You're not very fucking smart, but you're definitely trying to play people daily.
I'm fucking fighting to stay alive every minute of every day, and I can't deal with all of it.
So that would be coercive control. That would be the threat of self-harm. You know what I mean? In an emotional state. It's an emotionally manipulative statement. The amount of times I've heard this woman make this statement when she's confronted by people or when she wants something from people is dangerous and worrying.
All I've ever done is be there for fucking everyone around me. I can prove any fucking conversation you want. I can screen record. No, I can screen record every conversation between me and Sam. I can do the same with me and Tam. You know, if you want.
Michelle, what did I say to you at your house when you said the same thing about Tam? I don't need to say it, I trust you. You wouldn't have had us there around your kids if you didn't trust us and you weren't real.
No.
I wouldn't have left my kids and I wouldn't have been there if I didn't feel.
So she did leave her kids with Michelle. Holy shit. I didn't think we had any evidence of that. So, Feisty, I don't know every bit of detail here, but it's my knowledge that Feisty and Maz took the children with them to go and meet Michelle for the first time in person. With the greatest respect, a stranger from the internet. And she left her kids with them. Alone. What the fuck?
And I'll tell you the same as I told Tam.
And I'll tell you the same as I've told Charlotte. The minute in the whole wide world there's two people that I trust, and it's you and Charlotte.
Love bombing.
And how sad's that? I'm 40 years old.
It is. I mean, you've got to really think, how does a woman get to the age of 40 and has no friends, no real life friends, no close family members, nothing? She has a horrible partner who threatens, who wishes she could cause violence towards a child, and people who she meets online, which are interchangeable. She fucks with them mentally, plays a little game like a puppet show, then moves on to the next lot and does the same shit. It is fucking sad, Feisty. It really is sad, but it also makes us all think.
40-year-old, there's nobody else in the world apart from two people that I've met on the internet a couple of weeks ago, and I've met up with them once.
Fucking, it is fucking sad. But that just shows, make your own assumptions. Why do you guys think that Feisty doesn't have any friends? Tell me in the comments.
You know what, Feist? I told you that night after I'd spoken to Tam that I did not sit there and slag you off, Maz off, no one. And if I was asked something, I said, how did I word it? I can't fucking remember, but I said, no, that was it. Hold on. No, I said,
Feisty doesn't want to listen to anybody basically saying their points, and because she knows they can back up their points and she can back up fuck all, so she puts them in a position where she goes, I don't need to see it, I don't need to see this evidence, I don't need to see this thing, yada yada yada, because she hopes in turn that'll mean that when people want something from her, she'll say, look, like she already has actually in this call, where she goes, remember when you said this and I said I didn't need to say anything, so you should afford me the same thing here. Yeah, it's a fucking, honestly, narcissist. Like, fuck me, like, absolute narcissist. And that word gets thrown around so much on the internet, but this person, her and Maz, the two of them are exactly the same. They enjoy messing with people's heads. They enjoy messing with people, full stop. It's insane. Like, there are people in their life, two people in their life who need attention from their parental figures, and instead all the energy is being wasted on phone calls and messages and videos and all sorts of crap just to twist narratives and make sure that person's isolated from this person and that person's isolated from that person, and we'll tell that person this and we'll get that from that person and we'll use this person for that. It's just like the whole thing's mind-blowing, and when you listen to a call like this and you get a glimpse behind the curtain, it's shocking.
can't comment on stuff I don't know. And I've quoted the same thing to you, because whatever Tam's told me, right, I'm not going to be the one to sit there in the middle, shit stirring between people, because that's not who I am. So whatever you've said to me about Tam, did I go back to Tam and tell her what you told me to tell her about fucking shoving a bottle up her ass or whatever? No, I didn't, because I didn't want to be the one to be there fucking shit stirring. So I said to her, Feisty said, go fuck yourself. And I told you that straight.
I suppose she kind of was saying that.
Because that you told me to pass on a message that was pretty graphic, and I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, she's admitting to wanting her to put on that graphic message onto Tam.
Because I'm not getting involved. I can't be arsed with this. I'm a mother, not a fucking little child in a playground.
Unlike Feisty and her attitude.
Same.
Fucking done with it.
Completely full. I'm completely overwhelmed. I've got a full house to pack. I don't know where I'm going to be this time next month.
We should have a little tally in the corner. How many times does Feisty start crying for half a sentence and then stop?
I don't know who to fuck to trust.
But you've created all this yourself. And she's sitting side by side with somebody who said this about her children. And she knows that they said this about their children. This is after this was all leaked.
Well, I'm questioning the same thing now. Because Sam is overly nice to me. Yet she's going round saying I'm the snake. I'm TikTok gone wrong, am I?
I've been on the phone for hours and hours. 6 hours one day I was on the phone for.
How the fuck, in the greatest respect, how the hell do you have a 6-hour phone call with somebody when you have children? How? How do you have that time? Nah, I'm sort of like, what?
6 hours.
The fuck did you talk about? To watch Game of Thrones?
Illness is terrified of him that he's made on it. That he's done this, that he's done that. That's just scared. That's just too scared.
So once again, the gaslighting, using me as a threat, but with no evidence at all that Sam said any of that, because it was a 6-hour phone call apparently dedicated to me.
To come in my life because of him.
And what was it she was saying?
But I'm not asked. I'm not actually. I was never asked. I was never asked. You, however, messaged her and asked her why she was watching me on Twitch and that you were disappointed seeing her there. Correct?
About the fucking Catherine Tate thing. I fucking screen recorded something on TikTok Gone Wrong's page and I sent it to her. I said, I'm going to find it now.
She's in with all of them. She knows who TikTok Gone Wrong is because she's in a group chat with them.
On the 1st of June, I screen recorded it and I put TikTok Gone Wrong has got this on the main account. You're famous. And she put that account was deleted ages ago. Because they paid it too much attention. They will never find my new fake account. I'm going to have fun with this fucker. And I put, oh my god, ha ha ha. She's the one that I did my live on. I can't wait to see this. Do what?
She's in with them. She's in a group chat with TikTok Gone Wrong. She knows who TikTok Gone Wrong is. She's in.
How do you know that?
Because I was on the phone to Zavi. Zavi was like, you've got a snake amongst your midst. I went, it's champagne. He went, how did you know? I went, because last night in TheFactFreak's Twitch stream, he was laughing at his being made homeless. She didn't think I was in there because she thought I got locked. And he was laughing at his being made homeless, and I sent her a message saying, I'm really disappointed in you. I can't believe you didn't defend us. And then I blocked her and stuff.
Now, I don't think I've laughed directly at the fact that you're being homeless. I mean, it is your fault. It is your fault. You haven't paid your bills. It's not your house. You don't own it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and the fact that you think you're entitled to live somewhere without paying a mortgage or rent is fucking laughable. But you just said in this phone call that you had no issue, that I, sorry, had issue with people watching you who watched me, but then you have been watching me on a fake account on my Twitch, somebody who you say is obsessed with you. So you have been watching me on a fake account. You've then messaged one of my viewers who watches you as well to then have a go at them. And I'm the obsessive stalker. What the... I mean, 6-hour phone calls, watching people's Twitch streams that you don't apparently like, doing all... Fuck me. No wonder the house is a fucking shithole. No wonder everything's a mess around you. No wonder your life's falling apart. No wonder. No wonder. Get your ass off social media and stop stalking and harassing people, and focus on people who actually care. Because eventually the two people that you have in your life who you're supposed to care for, maybe they'll grow up one day and realise, you know what, this was shit. Living here, living like this was shit. You're shit. I don't want to see it today. I don't want to see it. Oh, we've got grandkids, but we don't want you meeting them. Things like that. In the future, you can't change what's happened already. You can't change what's happened already. But in the future, they might look at you and remember all of this. Should just, sitting chain smoking, getting stressed, upset about people on the internet. And yeah, they'll start talking to people. You see, as they get older, they'll start talking to friends who'll talk about, family days and doing things with their family, or just being able to talk to their parent or do different things, or for their parent to just be accessible to them and realise that you were not that. Like, how have you got time to do all of this? It's insane. It's absolutely... sorry, this has been one hell of a rant, but, this is somebody who says I'm obsessed. And I stream on Twitch 3 times a week for over 2 hours, and at that time she's creating false accounts to watch me, but calling me obsessed.
He was like, well, she's been recording calls, and she sent them all the facts. And one of them Maz calling me fucking a puff or something, a faggot. And I was like, alright. I was like, Savvy, at the minute, I'm losing my house on the fridge. I can't deal with all this shit.
So, just completely didn't give a fuck. So what you're saying is that she was made aware that the phone call had been recorded. She was made aware that Maz had used a derogatory slur about somebody. That person made them aware, full stop, and she didn't care. She just went, oh, well, my life, poor me, poor me. So she just absolutely fully endorses Sarah Marin's toxic, horrible behaviour, Maz. So when she's trying to tell everybody, oh, I've got rid of her, and that's, you know what I mean, it's all over and everything, that's a load of absolute rubbish. This call is revealing so much.
She knows how I am, Michelle.
How has this all come about? Why?
Because I blocked her last night. Because I found her out for fucking sneaking on us and going to him and laughing at the fact that I'm being made homeless.
These messages and what she said on the phone call is what the hell are you Can't hear Spot, just mumbling.
What was that?
I think Sam's the reason I'm getting trolled.
Well, I mean, fucking hell, it's me usually, or whoever else has a problem with him. Honestly,
Well, that wouldn't surprise me.
Not with the narrative you've been spun.
Nothing would surprise me anymore, to be fair. Do you know what, Feist? I could quite happily delete that fucking app and be away with.
So the reason Maz is muffled is because I assume that they are sitting next to each other. So they are sitting side by side, but Feisty said that she got rid of Maz after seeing these messages.
With it. Honestly.
I'm fucking dumb.
Please do, but you won't, because you are desperate for some sort of weird validation and power trip that you get that feeds your narcissistic behaviour.
I don't sit there posting videos. I don't go live. I don't sit there talking about people. I go in people's lives. I have a laugh. And that's the fucking limit for me. I'm fucking... I'm over it, me. I'm over that fucking app. And to be honest, the last couple of weeks, the only lives I've been going into is yours and modding in Reese's, which I'm meant to be in right now and I'm not.
Somebody else messages me and says, stay away from that, stay away from that.
These two have created all of this environment, all of this, like, do you know what I mean? Like, should they befriend people really quickly, then those people get to see behind the curtain like we are in this phone call, and people start going, fucking hell, these two are vile. And then they get worried that people are telling other people that.
I don't even think this is live.
Is he not?
No. He's not live.
Not a great plug for Reese, whoever Reese is.
He's got friends there this weekend.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's alright. I'm losing my days. I thought it was Wednesday. I've just realised it's fucking Friday, innit? So he's not live.
Another confirmation of the date.
See?
And no, you know I trust you, so I would not have brought my kids there, Michelle.
Well, and
And left them with somebody you met for the first time.
I wouldn't have had, if I was snaking behind your back and talking about you and being a dickhead behind your back, do you really think I'd give you my address and allow you to be around my fucking kids?
Exactly.
Like, this is my address we're talking about. No one on that app knows my fucking address, except Charlotte.
She knows what your lady garden looks like as well, Michelle.
Oh, God, shh.
Sorry.
But
What happens when you get changed in Flickr?
exactly. But there's literally, you and Charlotte are the only two people I
don't know why that was a thing to bring up at that point. I don't know who these people are really. Like, I know who they are, but I don't know what the dynamic is. Why the hell would you bring that up? You're oh so sorry, pretend crying. Then you mentioned that.
I've given my address out
Weird.
to on that app.
Weird behaviour.
And wouldn't fucking give it out to anyone else. Don't fucking trust anyone.
The only person that knows where I'm going to potentially try to be living.
You won't be potentially living anywhere. Like, oh, did I laugh again?
I mean, like, I literally, nobody else is going to know where I am. I'm going to post a video in fucking Land's End, the fucking island or something over the signal and say that I'm...
That's what she did. She tried posting that video, remember, where she tagged herself at the Scottish borders. What a load of shite.
living there.
I'm fucking fed up with this shit.
Why do you have to run away? Run away from your problems.
I'd love to know how I am the snake. I can't wait. I'll tell you what though, Fi. So for now, I will keep my mouth shut, right? But the first thing that is posted with my fucking name on it, that's it. I'm going all out. Okay? Because I'm not having it.
Can you wait until the 4th when I'm homeless and I'm not here and they don't know where I am?
Yeah.
Bargaining.
Well, I'm not going to block Sam. I'm not going to block her. I'm just going to act normal. I'm going to keep putting my laughing face.
I'm interested to see what Feisty thinks about that. Will she try and encourage her to block her? Or what? It's a weird play. I don't know how she's going to go.
Faces on her fucking videos where she says, oh, it's Thursday and I'm not crying yet. That sort of shit.
Sorry about me.
Ah, I thought they were about Elsa.
They are about
Yeah,
Elsa.
so did everyone else, but with hindsight, it's about me.
For fuck's sake, man.
Narcissistic behaviour. Everything's about me. It's all about me. If I think hard enough, I can twist it to be about me. Well, this video's about you two, you vile creatures. Aisha and Maz, Sarah.
Mum. And I stuck up for her with that thing with Elsa.
Yeah. I didn't. Matt did, but I didn't. Yeah, because she had me being the fucking mouthpiece, didn't she?
You are a mouthpiece, you vile mouthpiece who says things like that about kids.
But I didn't. Kept my mouth shut. That's what you were like.
I just don't understand. Like, can we just fucking once again say that she said that about her kids and they are sitting side by side together?
I don't want to get involved, Elsa. I'm not terrible. But yeah, she purposely used me to go at Elsa.
I'm gonna fucking ring Elsa myself. No, I'm not really. Fuck that shit. I'm joking. I don't want no involvement with anyone off that fucking app. I barely go on it now. I'm literally barely on it. I go on it to do Reese's lives and that's about it. If I go on it and scroll my FYP and see you're live, I'll come in your room. Or if I see that you're live, I'll come in your room. Apart from that, if I'm not in your room or Reese's room or Miss Red's room, I'm probably not on live. Online even. Ugh. Fucking whacked my head today and it's bruised, it hurts.
How did you whack your head, Michelle?
Lifting a fucking car seat, trying to put a car seat up onto the wardrobe, and I've got my vape, one of them big fucking vapes, on a lanyard because I keep putting it down.
Wasn't expecting this.
And you losing it, so
That's a nice little hack. Get a lanyard for your vape.
it comes with a lanyard, so I thought, oh, I'll use the lanyard. And as I've lifted the car seat up, the vape must have picked up inside the lanyard. So as I've lifted the car seat up, it's come out of the car seat and whacked me straight on the fod.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have a bruise. So that's nice.
Oh man. Can you calm down a bit now?
Patronising as fuck. Patronising as fuck. The woman who's fake cried all the way through this fucking phone call for like half a sentences is asking her if she's calmed down.
Yeah, I suppose.
Michelle.
Put it this way though, Feist, right? If I didn't, no, listen.
No, let me say please, because I said Michelle first.
Go on then.
And then you said put it this way, Feist.
All right, go on then.
Put it this way, Michelle. Right? Put it this way. If I need somewhere to hide my kids, you would be the first person I would ring to say, can you send Charlotte? Can you come and get them now? I'm scared.
Hide my kids? Who does she think she is? Like, I just don't understand.
And I'd do it.
And I know you would, and I'd let you take my babies. You don't realise, Michelle, she's been saying for the last week that she wants to just run and hide for yours.
Well, just do it then. Just come.
What the fuck?
Don't, I'm gonna peg it down.
Here we go. Now, have you calmed down, Michelle?
This thing get in storage. Don't you go.
How do you pay for storage? Storage prices are bloody expensive. I would love to know how you're paying for it.
I'll take you there. No, I've got to pack it myself because I've got to look for the evidence for the police. I've got to go through it all for the police.
Well, tomorrow.
She got evidence just all over the fucking house, has she? I'm gonna back my house up, but I've got to look through all the fucking hoarding shit all over my house to find the evidence. What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, I'm going Charlotte's tomorrow for a week because I can't let the kids down now because they know we're going on a holiday. Well, it's Jacob mainly. He doesn't if we don't go, he'll...
No, I know, Michelle, I know.
But when I get back, I want you to just fucking come to my house. But if I'll tell you now, right, I had to go and pick my daughter up from work. If I hadn't had to have gone and got my daughter from work, I'd have been on the phone to Sam by now, I think. Because I was fucking raging.
I bet she's glad you didn't.
He's literally groomed her to be his new mouthpiece. That's exactly what he's done, Michelle.
So I'm a groomer now. Fucking hell. I've been accused of quite a lot. I'm gonna get arrested for sexual harassment. The police have enough to charge me, but they've decided they don't want to. Feisty has one of the biggest police cases going in Northumbria's history against me. She's been on the phone for 3 hours. She's made 11 PM statements at police stations. I'm just starting to run out of... Like, I can't think of all of the stuff that they've said, to be honest.
I've been on the phone with her for hours, supporting her through everything. How she's scared, and everyone said to us at some point, "Oh, Sam," and I'm like, "No, man, she's terrified of him." I've said it to you.
I know.
I wanted to be on the phone to you when you've been feeling shit and listening to everything and listening to you fucking bawl your eyes out.
But I will tell you one thing, and I swear this down on my kids' lives, right? I have never, ever had any sort of interaction with TheFactFreak apart from
Michelle,
going into his lives.
Michelle, I know.
Apart from that, I've never spoke to him. I've never inboxed him. He's never inboxed me. He's never done a video on me. I've never had any reason to clap.
All the gaslighting threats that I'm going to do all these things, well, just telling you, never done them.
I know. Honest, I know.
So if you know, how do you keep using it as a threat to people?
But I was literally ready. I said to Charlotte, I said, I am getting on the phone to Tam and I am going to tell her to get in contact with fucking TheFactFreak, give him my phone number and ring me. Right? And then I wanted to hear it from his fucking mouth.
Really don't.
It's really dangerous, Michelle.
Oh, no. I wasn't going to give him my main number. I'm not that stupid. I was going to give him my Snap card phone number.
Why do they not want people to contact? Because they're worried that having a conversation with me, they'd find out that this is all bullshit. That everything I say, I can throw out evidence. I don't have to pack my house and try and troll for me evidence, like Feisty just said. Yeah.
You'd still find out where you are.
Fucking let him find out.
Trace the device location from the phone number.
Right.
I'm sorry. No, I fucking wouldn't. Maz would. Shit, I just remembered Maz did that with Stephen Loveday. Because Maz used to work for O2 and she said that she could work out based on something to do with antenna. I mean, she might have just been talking out her ass because these two just bullshit all the time. But I have no technology or no way of GPS tracking people from their number or something. Are you insane? Like, are you absolutely insane? The sort of things that these people have been saying about me to make them afraid of me is insane.
His
level of craziness is fucked up.
Well, that's what I was ready to do, so I could hear it from his mouth that I've never had any direct contact with him. I've never made a video on him. I've never nothing.
Michelle, I know.
So for Sam to say that I'm the snake, show me the evidence of that. Show me the evidence.
Shall I tell you why she's seen it?
She's got no evidence. She's got no evidence. This is Feisty and Maz manipulating somebody into believing somebody's an issue, like they do about me, like they're doing at this occasion about Sam and Gem and M and other people.
Because she's deflecting.
No, listen. The first night you got me back, you're like, I don't give a fuck. They're saying it because they don't want someone who's strong enough to stand by you through the dark side and the bad side. They're saying it because they want it on my own and isolated. I'm already, Michelle, I'm already at my lowest point. If I get any lower,
Here we go again.
go on. I'm not saying that, right? I'm not saying that. Joking me.
So that was another coercive threat of self-harm.
I know, and I've been on
And another one.
the phone to you. I've been there for you. I won't lie though. I won't lie. I am annoyed that Maz didn't tell me, considering I speak to Maz most days. I wish she'd have just told me so that I could be fucking not speak to her and not be nice to her. Because I've done nothing. I've done nothing but be nice to her. Nothing but be nice to her.
Maz has been double agent, tried to catch them out.
Fuck. Double agent Spot. Reporting for duty. I mean, she's got the forehead for it.
All myself. It's only all come out tonight with me, with what's gone on. And I've sat and told her tonight, I'm done, get out, go. And she's like, I've got no money for petrol, because she's kept it from us. Do you know what I mean? She's kept it from us.
I'm done, Maz, get out. I don't have petrol. Oh well. You best stay them. I've got no problem with what you said about my children, and and we'll just make this phone call together and try and manipulate the situation.
I said to you, I don't fucking trust her.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you just drop that on?
Wait a minute. So Sam sends Feisty a gift. I think it's about 300 quid or something. Right? Makes some massive donation. The first thing they say is, I don't trust her, I don't fucking like it. Somebody's just sent you a large financial gift on TikTok, and the first thing you say is this shit.
Someone, and everyone was saying to me that I'm fucking crank and I'm wrong, and since then I've been trying my fucking best
You are?
to prove that she's been running back to facts.
Do you know what? What is actually going on, right? Because I went on this... I've not been on that app all fucking day, more or less. I went in Miss Red's live this morning and that was it. I've gone onto the app and Angie's ranting about Miss Red. Miss Red is ranting about Angie. Jay's involved. Fucking everyone's shouting and screaming at each other. And do you know what I did?
Angie decided to call someone a pikey, and then she's played it down as that she doesn't know what a pikey is and she doesn't know it's offensive, which I think is wild. And then she tried to say that
That might be correct, but didn't you in the last phone call, Maz, call someone, use several slurs about people? And then you're sitting on your high horse. I honestly, I can't fucking do it.
Everyone knows what that word means.
well, she said the word without knowing what the meaning is, and I was like, you can't really use that as a justification when you're nearly 50 years old. Like, I'm sorry, but you wouldn't say a word that you don't know. Like, that's like someone saying a slur against her because she's from New Zealand. Do you know what I mean?
Or you saying a slur against gay people. Or you saying a slur against people with learning difficulties that you did in the call last.
And then go, oh, I don't know what it means. So because that's happened, it's then turned into, do you remember when Angie said this? Do you remember when Angie said that? Do you remember when she's done this?
Right.
So now, this is exactly why we're telling people to just say fuck all, because it turns onto a shit on shit on shit on shit. Everyone gets involved, everybody has shit thrown at them, and it just gets out of control. Like, Angie's gone live now, and she's fucking, oh shit, hysterically crying, telling everyone to fuck off and leave her alone.
Right, well, do you know what I did, Maz, when I seen all the shit kicking off?
What?
I turned my phone off, I come out the app, I went, fuck you, TikTok. And that's the extent of that for me.
I can honestly say, in the whole time that I've used social media, I've never had as much trouble as I have with TikTok.
I've never known anything like it since I fucking joined this app. Never.
Do you know what? I've been paranoid about every fucking cunt because everybody's saying everything about everybody, and I just don't know
You're saying shit about kids.
the difference between the arse and the elbow. And, like, as you know, all that shit has finally come out about what Ree's been saying about me, and the amount of people that...
Is this Ree who's in hospital at the time? And yous were like, oh, bestie, I'm going to have to go visit her and all of this.
Have been inboxing me, coming forward, apologising, saying I was told to block you. I was told to block you because you're an issue and you do this and that to people and you're a bully and what else did she call me? Oh, she's called me all kinds. She called me dangerous. That I'm not someone that can be trusted. And all kinds of fucking shit. And when I called her out on it and sent her a screenshot of when she'd said it, she's denied it and said it never existed and that I'm making accusations. So I was just like, you know what, fuck yourself, you've had your chance to explain it. But
What?
honestly...
I went and looked at the video that you was on about, and she's going live tonight to throw names around.
Yeah, and I messaged her and said, keep me the fuck out of it.
Right, I want to ask you, Maz, is there anything else that I fucking should know that I've been accused of or that someone said about me? So's I know to avoid that fucking two-faced bastard as well.
Who?
Well, I don't know. Has anyone else said anything?
No, genuinely, no one else has said fuck all. You'd know I'd say something if they had.
Right, well, who do I need to watch my steps with?
Oh, mate, fucking everyone. Everyone's a fucking tramp.
This is why you know that Maz and Feisty here will not have separated, will not have left each other, because they only have each other in this shit show of their life. You know what I mean? There's no way.
Sick of people just fucking... I just can't be honest. I've just got no words for it now. I trust you, Charlotte, Emma and Claire.
Who's Emma and Claire?
A new bunch of people that they probably just brought in.
The other two ones, Claire Carloff.
And Emma 47.
Yeah, not the other Emma. I need to get her off mud actually. She's an anti-line. You need to block Andrea as well. Why? Because she is Angie's mod and she sits there going back and forth. I like Andrea. She's a shit stirrer.
The sheer irony.
Unfortunately.
I've seen Andrea stick up for Feisty so many times. All the time. All the time. I wouldn't block at Andrea. I've only ever seen her stick up for Feisty. Ever.
She supports us. I'm not. I just yeah.
She got another.
I'm so glad I don't go live.
Are you home now?
Yeah.
Is Charlotte with you?
Yeah.
Hello. I love her and I'm sorry.
Huh? Will I what?
Hello, I love her and I'm sorry for making you all laugh.
No.
Love bombing. Tell them you love them. You've been in their life a very short time. Yeah, another interesting call there. And like I say, obviously these messages had already came out online, and Feisty and Maz were still together and trying to manipulate and gaslight, as you've heard. Honestly, maybe there's more phone calls to come, Feisty.